one of the things that was a theme to me. Now I'm putting on my literature hat, Sonny, that resonated with me so much. As good books always stay with you after you've read them, right? They stay with
Mhm.
you. And this one definitely did, because what it had me think about, two things that really kind of stuck to me. One, that it was situated on a college campus,
Mhm.
and campuses and college are places where thinking happens, and thoughts can get provoked and stirred, and you're having these your mind is expansive, right? It's places where there's intentional expansion of thoughts that
Mhm.
happens. And the other one was just about critically thinking. And actually, I mean, there's a part where of it where you spoke about how just that skill set isn't, like, it's declining a little bit, like, but we're here to, like, the how important it is for people to be able to think through things and not just receive facts as facts because that's what they're being told, but to go and pursue truth. So there was this physical pursuit of truth in the pursuit that Keith and Lauren were on. But I also saw the connection between this, that it was bigger than that, and like calling of like pursuing truth. And I thought it was just maybe ironic in one way. I don't know if you thought about it when you were writing it, but how, like, it's, this campus where truth, where ideas should be explored, right, and things are put on the table, and this whole class is like, we're going to take these theories, and your job is to poke holes in them and ask questions and to think deeper, and and encouraging as students to do that. And now in this landscape, it's truth is facts, and what is true, it's so muddled. And I don't know if people have, if we have the skill set societally, I'm saying the skill set, the stamina to actually pursue truth. So I think your book is so timely for the environment that we're living in right now.
I appreciate you saying that. I totally agree. And one of the things that I think Keith says in the book is actually, and I remember I quoted it incorrectly in the book. Someone caught that later, but one of my all-time favorite quotes, which I think is attributed to Ben Franklin, which is, 5% of the people think,
Yeah.
5% of the people think they think, and 90% of the people would rather die than think.
Yes.
And that's so true that so many people just wander along and just do that they stuff they learn by rote or stuff that they take as truth without ever deeply thinking. And I think that was so true. That's why I had him kind of make that point to his students and several times in the book. You know, you're hearing this, you've read what someone has said, you've read what's been published, even if it's conspiracy theory back to the JFK um,
Mm-hmm.
assassination or the Lincoln assassination, whatever it may have been. Think about what it was and what actually happened and how that affected things. Don't just take it as you've learned this from
Right.
reading something over the years.
Right.
Critically think and dig into that. And that was the same thing he was telling them about around 9/11. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's so, and it's a it requires something that I don't know if we, like, requires energy and effort and,
Mhm.
curiosity, but it also requires us not to be as tribal or as, like, stuck to our teams as much. I'm team this, I'm team that.